any questions for the for what we were planning?
Participation not all that great these days.
Hey, yeah. Hello, everybody. How's y'all doing tonight? We are supposed to be live by now. I'm just waiting for YouTube to catch up, but YouTube's always quite a bit behind. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Stack Attack?
Hey, it's Wednesday, hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Yep, that's the greatest day of the week. Just means you're that much closer to Saturday.
Tomorrow's payday, so that's always a good.
You get paid on Thursday?
Yeah. Payday's Friday, but mine kicks in a day early because of my bank.
Okay, you get that auto drafting thing.
It really depends on your bank. Some banks do it, some don't.
Okay. Well, hey, it works out in the end then. AMTV says about have all your lives whooped. Oh, he's going through watching. He's been watching every video I've ever put out, live streams, videos. Oh, there's over 500 videos, and
Good luck.
He's just about finished. He's already done all the videos.
That's impressive.
He's done all the shorts. He's almost done with the live streams. He just did our 4-hour live stream from about a month ago.
That's impressive because you've been at it about a year less than me.
February 16th made a year, so we'll just shy of a year and a half.
So over a year and a half, and you got twice as many videos as I do.
Yeah, well, I was cranking them out for a little while. I was cranking out one every couple of days.
Hey, Kraken's in the house. Look at that.
I see him stacking with Kraken. Vegas Stacker has popped in. Let's see who else we got in here. AMTV. Philip D is here. Michael Stacking. Hey, how you doing, brother? Oh, so how you been doing so far this week, my friend?
It's been a pretty good week. A lot of catching up because I was off all last week up in New England. So you know how that goes, trying to play catch up after PTO.
How was your trip?
It was a good trip until I got to New York, and then I just got pissed off.
Uh-oh.
It took an hour to get on. It took an hour to get on the George Washington Bridge.
I have never been up there. I've been to Atlantic City one time, but that's it.
You're not missing anything.
Yeah.
No, actually, you are. The Northeast is fantastic. I hate the traffic.
It
took an hour to get on that bridge, and then I hit Connecticut. Connecticut is completely under construction on the lower half. So yeah, it was quite a drive.
Yeah, but I bet it was good to see family. You know,
it was. Everybody's still up. My whole family's still up there. So
wow,
I don't get to see them as much as I wish.
Much as you'd like to. Yeah. How often do you get to go up?
Maybe a couple times a year. They come down here a couple times a year. So 4 times. It's not a lot.
At least it's not, a lot of folks just do the whole Christmas thing. So at least you're doing more than that.
Well, my dad's getting up on years, so I'm going to make a point to get up there a little bit more. He's not old, but he's in his, mid-70s, I think.
Yeah.
So, but, we're not guaranteed anything. So I hate to say I didn't get to see him before I, didn't take the time to go see him.
When we were talking about doing this, I didn't even think about like I told you, I got to get used to the whole face on camera thing. And y'all have to excuse me. I look a little rough today. Hey, Neil, what's going on? Oh, the same thing as always. He says, buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium.
The osmium.
What do you think about that stuff?
I don't touch it, but some people swear by it. And that's fine. That's the beauty of stacking. Everybody does. You buy what you want to buy, whatever makes you happy. And if you feel like you got a great deal, then that's all that matters, right? Who cares what everybody else? Who cares what everybody else says?
Yes, sir.
I did get rid of all my platinum though, for gold. I did that some time ago.
Well, you traded in some platinum and some silver. You've been working on that gold stack here recently.
Trying to.
You have a golden goal for this year. How much you trying to pick up this year?
Well, this year was supposed to be all gold until the price got stupid. So of all the timing, this was the year that I'm going all gold, and it goes up record highs. It is what it is.
Yeah, it went down into the mid 28, and today it's back up over 29 for silver.
Well, let's see right now. I'll tell you right now.
If it's up over if it's up near 31 again Friday, then I'm gonna go ahead and sell those tokens.
28.81. It's going down.
It's come back down again. But that just means on Friday, if it is still down, then I'll just pick up an extra ounce of silver. That's all.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for anymore with silver. With silver, it's whatever catches my eye nowadays. You know that.
Yeah. Yeah, you already reached your weight that you were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still adding to it. I'll add ounces, but then I find stuff like this, and
I know. I wanted that. You got to it. I was expecting him to say he wanted like 180 to 200.
I thought it was going to be 175, 180 myself, because you know who it is.
Yeah.
Or Kringle. I think he's had too much eggnog.
Well, that's a beautiful piece.
Really
I'd only ever seen it. Jersey Silver Stacker had it on one of his races. It's the only time I'd ever seen it. Seen it in person. Yeah, the pictures don't do that thing justice. That thing is gorgeous.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I'm actually going to do a video on it, and I know it's going to suck because people don't like history, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want to. I don't care if it gets one. I don't care if it gets one view. I'm going to do I'm going to do a video on it.
The info on all four pirates.
All four pirates. Yeah, nothing boring. Just real quick synopsis of each one, and because it really is that nice. I think I'm going to put it under the microscope too, so we can get the good details out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it is amazing. The details are incredible.
It's a wonderful one, man. I seriously, when I got home that night, I was like this close to ordering one. I was like, but I'm pretty sure I'll end up getting one, but we'll see.
Stacking knows what coin shop we got it from.
Snakebite says, Stack Attack, thanks. Stack Attack should have the 2024 Korea, the Kings of Pirates 2-ounce silver antique stacker by Friday. You have inspired him. He ordered one.
Nice. You got well, I think they're all antiques, aren't they?
It's the only finish that I have seen.
I think, no, maybe not. It's hard to tell, but, and I know this camera stinks, but
it's beautiful. Is that the camera built into the laptop?
Yeah, it's crappy.
I got to show you what I use. This is actually my cell phone hooked to my computer. My computer is using it as the webcam. Which
is usually what I do. I usually hook up a cell phone with a better camera. But so tonight I just didn't feel like dealing with it tonight, so I'm straight in on the web.
Well, there is an app called Droid X. You install it on your phone, and then you install it on your computer. And when you plug them in, they'll link up, and it'll use the 4K camera that's on your phone.
Droid. So that must be Android, I presume.
There's an app for it also, as far as I was told, also for Apple. But you've got a Droid and an Apple, don't you? Android and an Apple.
Yeah, I've got a Galaxy, a nice Galaxy, and an iPhone.
Yeah, that's what this is, a Galaxy S22 Ultra.
Mm-hmm. Thing's a beast, man. It's huge.
Oh yeah, this thing's like putting a flip flop to the side of my head.
Tell me about it.
Well, let's see what's going on in the chat.
Stacking says, "What's the easiest metal to use for pours?" Silver, man.
Silver.
It's the softest. The worst one is copper.
Well, gold would probably be the easiest one, but nobody can afford to pour gold.
But I don't know if too many people are melting gold.
Now that's precious metals. If you're just looking for the easiest metal,
tin.
I would use I would use pewter.
Pewter.
Go to thrift stores. You can get pewter for next to nothing. It melts at a low temperature and it cools and hardens really, really, really slow.
You know what one of the softest metals out there are? Indium.
What's that?
Indium.
What's indium?
Indium. It's a soft, really soft metal. I mean, if you had a chunk of it, you could literally put a fingernail into it.
Wow.
But it's used mostly for like touch screens you have it on your phone. So
okay.
if you have a touch screen on your phone, you have indium in the screen.
I was incorrect. This program is called Droid Cam, not Droid X. Droid X was actually the name of a phone.
Gotcha.
Yeah, somebody in the chat was asking.
But I'm gonna ball up some. I'm gonna get creative. I'm gonna melt some aluminum foil one weekend. I got a whole box of people.
I've heard of people tinkering with that.
I heard it can be very brittle if you don't do it right.
Well, you just have an electric furnace like mine. Do you have an open flame furnace? You use the electric one.
Now the state doesn't let me play with open flame.
Hey, Seven Stacks, how you doing?
What's up, Seven? So yeah, if you're looking for precious metals, the easiest precious metal is silver to pour.
Yep.
One of the softest metals I know is aluminum, and indium. Those would be the two softest that I know. Those will melt like instantly.
I'd actually never heard of indium, but there's for folks that don't have a furnace, there's this thing you can get on Amazon. It's, I don't know, a couple feet long. It's got a bowl at the end. It's electrified, and you can put really like pewter will melt in it. It won't melt silver, but you can melt tin in it. Bismuth, I think bismuth will melt in it.
Isn't pewter relatively dense? Isn't that a dense metal?
No. Well, it's kind of in the middle. It's a mixture of bismuth and tin, I do believe.
Well, I've melted bismuth. That's cool as hell. You get the crystals if you do it right.
Yeah.
I want to make a bismuth bulldog. I need to buy the bismuth.
Well, if you ever want to make anything out of pewter, the best place to get that is at thrift stores, because you can always get big, heavy pieces of pewter for like $1 or something. I've got a few pieces back there that I'm been buying up.
I want to make a bunch of bulldogs of each metal. One bulldog for a different metal.
Oh, I was going to grab your bulldog, but I put it in the safe. I thought it was sitting over here.
That thing's a chunk, man. That's 11 ounces of copper. I will never do. I will never do big copper pours like that again. Too much. Too much.
Hold on. Let me
you got to work really quickly.
I'll go grab it. Hold on. Y'all can look at some silver while I go grab it. Yes, sir. Oh, look at AMTV saying hello to everybody.
What's going on? So, Kraken, to answer your question, yes, I have worked with bismuth. It's cool. First time I did it, I tried to get the crystal castle thing going. Did okay with it. Pretty good. Came out pretty good. Ruined a pan, but you have to expect that.
Ruined a pan.
Oh, for sure. You got to use an old pan. You can't use one of your good ones. Or pot.
Here you go. Here's your bulldog.
So
people can see.
Bad memories.
Yeah, but it came out so good.
See, I got one. I have this one. This one's my personal one.
Oh, you've already. Well, I didn't know you had one handy.
Yep. It stays on my desk.
Yep. They came out great, dude. It looks fantastic.
I antiqued coating on there. Came out pretty good.
Yeah. What'd you coat it with? There's some sort of a clear coat on it.
I did. I varnished them. I just a spray can from Walmart. Because you know how copper is, it'll turn brown on you. It'll pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, it'll change pretty quickly. Yeah.
And I figured, what the hell? If I put varnish on it, you can handle it. You can do whatever you want to it, and you won't turn it. You won't get fingerprints on it. So I finished them all with varnish, or not a spray lacquer, a lacquer, I guess. So
Stacking says, "Don't concentrate so much on bulldogs. You need to concentrate on making krakens."
Yeah, all those tentacles won't be a bitch at all.
Hey, Big Blind, what's going on? Let's see. I like when you get to the point in your stack, you are able to purchase items you like. That makes things nice. Yep. I try to stay away from the premiums. I have a few premium items, of course, people see, but most of the time, I'd say 80% of my stack came out of generic bins. I always go straight to the generics. A lot of times I can even find sovereign coins like Eagles and stuff like that in the generic bin. So that's generally where I gravitate to. And then, of course, I grab my stuff like my kookaburras and stuff. Mm-hmm. But well, like you've already reached your silver goal, so you can pretty much get what you want now.
Which is why I'm buying stupid things. It is what it is. Nah,
it's not stupid. It's awesome.
No, this is that was well worth it. When he gave the price on it, I knew it was a good deal. So
yeah.
Now tomorrow's video, I got a video launching tomorrow. I did a call around to some different shops. I got your 2 shops up in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
I'm not going to put names though. I'm not using names of the shops. because then I can get in trouble. Well, you recorded me without my permission.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I asked around. Tomorrow's video is going to be about 90% silver, and I called our guy that we went to Saturday. He was one of the first ones. Yeah,
the first one we went to,
Yep.
the PITA.
What's his name? Brian?
Yeah,
Is it Brian?
yeah, the guy that was there, but that's not the owner.
No, but he's the one I talked to today again.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I said, are you buying, because tomorrow's video is about selling your constitutional silver.
Okay.
And I asked him, I said, are you buying 90%? He said, yeah. I said, how much? How much face value? He said, I'm doing 15 right now. I'm like, how much? 15? Holy crap. 15.
Yeah.
And everybody else was around 18 or so.
How much are you getting? Did you find out what they're selling for?
No, they're all between 22 and 26 on average. Isn't that crazy? It may be the worst value in silver. We thought it was the best one for the longest time, and it was. But I think that's changed.
That has changed a lot right now.
If you go to sell your constitutional right now and you got a DCA of 20 or even 18, you're either going to break even or take a loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know if you got into the game late for 90%, like me, I got in late because I didn't believe in it until later on. You're going to get killed because my DCA is about 18, 19.
Well, I got in. I still never paid much attention to the constitutional. What I do have, I bought near the beginning of my stacking. Some of it I got as cheap as like $16.50, but I don't have a lot. I've got one. Basically, I have one roll of each kind. One roll of quarters, one roll of dimes, one roll of halves.
Yep. Well, you know I'm heavy into it, so I could.
But I know you got guardhouse boxes full.
Yeah, I may be after tomorrow's video, I may be reconsidering that. It might be time to focus on something else. Somebody had a good question here. I missed it. Vegas says, any tips for someone going to their first coin show? He's going on Friday.
Don't take any more money than you really don't want to spend.
Don't get overwhelmed and don't take more money, right? Like he said.
Yeah. It's easy to spend whatever you take with you. So
you're going to be in sensory overload. It still happens to us. We walk in
every time we go.
Where do I start? Where do I start?
Yep.
And depending, if it's a small show, that's better. But there's a big one that we go to, and it's like a kid in Toys R Us back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. The last one we just went to, and that was Kraken's very first coin show. He could tell you he just had his first experience, and it was I guarantee they had 100 tables in there, or no, it was like 200 tables in there.
It's overwhelming. Best advice: go in with a set amount of money so you don't overspend, and maybe have an idea of what you're looking for, so you don't venture off course like I do every show. I always come back with something weird.
Until you lose your keys like you did this time.
And lose the keys. Thank God for the Apple tags, huh? And here's a perfect example of buying everything. A freaking 1 ounce silver maple and a maple.
I love that thing, though. That thing's awesome.
It's awesome. It's pretty awesome. But that's just random stuff. So have a plan, have a set amount, buy what you like, and most of all, have fun. And if you can, try to recruit others to go with you. I used to go alone. But since I've caught up with these guys here, it's been way more fun. Going out to lunch, hanging out, talking shop.
I couldn't imagine going by myself because
I used to do it all the time.
I would get overwhelmed, of course. But at the same time, when you leave, you're probably just going to grab something in the drive-through and go home. When you go with others, it turns into a day. I mean, you're going to spend 2 or 3 hours at the show, depending on the size of the show. Yeah. And then you're not going to go through a drive-through and go home. You're going to go sit down somewhere, have lunch, go over your stuff that you bought, talk silver, talk shop. You're going to have a good, 2 to 3 hours just chilling and hanging out after the show. It makes a huge difference if you got somebody with you.
Oh, he says he's going with Liberty Bleeds Silver. Cool. Good dude.
Yeah, I remember him. They were talking about he was going to his first one over, and that he was going to be going with him. But Kraken wants to know, when you do silver pours, where or what kind of silver do you use?
Generics mostly. I've used Philharmonics because they're just awful. I won't melt Britannia's. I just can't do it. It's my favorite design. So generics, and I never melt any pores that have been given to me from other channels. Those are untouchable. But mostly generic silver for the most part. And sometimes these here, I got a whole stack of these, and I'm still trying to.
What's that?
These are those the sterling
Oh,
silver.
Yeah.
So
Now they say that stuff.
those.
I haven't tried, but they say sterling is hard to pour.
Sterling is going to be tight. It won't be as hard as copper because it's only 10% copper, but
Yeah.
Or no, it's 7.5% copper. I think it's 7.5 because sterling is what 92.5.
That's correct.
Yeah, so 7.5% copper. It won't be as hard to melt as copper, but it's not going to be easy either. So you got to crank up that temperature and work quick.
He says, unfortunately, he won't be able to hang out after the show. He's got to work that night.
I get it.
Well, either way, you're going to have a great time. But it's like we were saying, it's easy to spend too much. So don't take more than you're willing to spend because you're going to find 10 million things in there that you want.
For sure. Big Blind says, take your pew pew. If you don't carry everywhere, go like me. Well, unfortunately, you can't bring them into the coin shows.
Yep. They always, well, the ones we go to, they've got somebody there that's checking.
They have sheriff or police at the door, and I believe there's a detector. So good luck sneaking one into ours anyway. You may be able to do that with smaller ones.
How you doing?
I usually pack, but not in the coin shows.
Yeah, I don't even bring mine with me most of the time when I go to the show because I want to carry it in, and so a lot of times I'll leave it at home. But if nothing else, I do leave it in the car. I don't take it into the show because
I usually put it in a lockbox in the trunk.
Yeah. Especially the big show, it's metal detectors and armed guards, and the armed guard is not just a guard; it's a police officer. So
yeah, and if I've waited 6 months for this show, I'm not getting booted out because I forgot to take my my carry off of me.
Yeah, really. And I do suggest going early. Get there before they open. I like to arrive an hour early because parking's a pain, dude. You know, if you got to walk a half a mile from your parking spot to the front door, you're going to hate it.
Yeah, Ella is how do you say that? She says hello.
I always just say L.
L, how you doing? Big Blind, yeah, it is, but normally I'll carry into places that don't allow carries, like a movie theater, stuff like that, because I'm not going to be a goldfish in a bowl. I'm not going to get
there
and just get wasted. What's the worst they can do? Throw me out and fine me? I'd rather take the chance of getting fined having it than not having it and getting in a situation.
100%.
I'm not sitting in a fishbowl.
Remember I told you I was looking to get rid of my revolver? It's gone.
You got rid of it?
Remember I told you we were looking, well, you knew our air conditioner went out.
Yep.
And the HVAC guy came over to put in the new unit, and we were talking about stuff, and he wanted my revolver, so he took $600 off of the unit for the revolver. I was like, here you go. So yeah, that worked out quite well. So that eased things on my pocket anyway.
And that's the way I'm noticing a lot of that going on lately. If you've got stuff for barter, I've noticed a lot of independent contractors are like, sure.
Yeah. Well, this one here with this unit, I didn't spend a dime. It was $1,000 to get the unit and to have it installed. It was a used unit. And I didn't spend a dime. He picked up a couple of power tools that I've had that's been sitting for 2 years. And he picked up my revolver, and that paid the entire bill.
Cool. OTG, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on? Let's see if there is no metal detector or wand, I'm carrying.
Typical. I usually do too.
The harder part about that is you got to walk up to see if that stuff's there, and if you don't have it, then you walk back to your car to get it and then come back in. But for those, I don't even chance it. I just don't bring it up there with me. But for the most part,
Vegas says he's going to be at a coin shop that has a gun shop. We were going to go to that one in Apex. I would have carried in there for sure.
You know, when we do next time I come up, we need to go to that one in Apex. It's weird because if you look it up, it even says that it's a coin shop, but everything there is about firearms.
Here's the thing: if you walk in and you visibly have a sidearm or conceal, they don't know. But if you're showing a sidearm, they're going to get nervous. They don't want to see that. Coin shop owners, They don't want to see you packing a gun on your hip.
No, I can see
most of them have been held up, shot at.
Yeah.
The guy at Golden Isles.
That's what I was hearing to say.
If you walk into that shop showing a pistol, he's going to blast you before you get in the door.
He's got
robbed twice.
Well, he didn't fix it, so the bullet holes where he was shot at is still there for everybody to see, so that he can tell the story of it. But yeah, there's some places. I mean, yeah, he'll tell you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that guy, if he sees a gun, he might shoot you before you get in the door. At this point.
Let's see. I will be at the coin shop next week that has a gun shop with a coin shop above it. See, that's my kind of place. I would love to go to that.
Yeah. Well, maybe next time. We'll hit
Stack Attack. I absolutely love the gift you gave me. If you only knew. Wow. That was from Kraken.
That's awesome, Kraken. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And I had a blast with the stuff, the little swag pack that you gave me. You didn't have to do all that.
OTG said his 380 specifically for casinos. How in the world did you get into a casino with a 380?
Well, most of them have metal detectors these days.
Yeah, as far as I know. I mean, I don't never go in them, but I mean,
I haven't been in one in years.
They opened a new one because gambling's always been illegal in Virginia, but they've changed the laws now, and they just built a new casino. And I drive by it a couple times a week, but
yeah, because they got all that money from those friggin' speed traps that they set up. Plenty of money.
Let me guess, you still haven't paid that thing, have you?
No, I finally paid it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I didn't want it to go to collections, which is what they threatened.
He says you have to tell the people at the gun counter that you want to go upstairs to the coin shop. I carry my 9 in all casinos out there. Well, I guess it just depends on where you're at. I know around here that you'll never be able to do that.
Big Blind brings up a good point. You can open carry, that's fine, but I never would. It makes you a target. I am blown away by people who walk around. They're in a restaurant and they got it plainly sitting on their hip, which is why I went for conceal, which I don't want anybody to know I have. That's the whole point of it.
I open carry until I got my license.
Well, if I'm looking to shoot the place up and I see you with one on your hip, who do you think I'm going to shoot first?
That's right. Yeah.
Bye. See you later.
Oh, when I got my very first, I did open carry because I didn't have my concealed yet. Down here, we have to take an 8-hour course and time on a gun range to get your license. So I had to schedule all that. But as soon as I got my license, I've never open carried since.
I'll never forget. I was doing my qualification. We have to do the police course for work, and which means the movement. You have to shoot from the prone. You have to drop down. You've got to conceal, fire by conceal, and the pop-up targets, the whole deal. And it's fun. It's a blast. But this one girl, she was on the line when we were warming up, and she's shooting next to me. We're at 5 yards. 5 yards now. She's hitting. And I raised my hand. And he's like, the instructor comes up. And he's like, "Yep, what's up?" I said, "Get me away from her now. I'm not shooting next to her." She's 5 yards away, and she's hitting dirt. I'm like, "No." And then she's swinging it around, and I'm like, "No, that's it. I'm out." Do not put me near this gun. She ended up getting thrown off the range.
Holy crap, was it that bad?
She was bad. Swinging she's slinging it around, man, with her finger on the trigger.
That's wild, dude.
Didn't want to be anywhere near her.
Nevada is an 8-hour course as well, 4 hours for renewal. Our renewal we don't have to do a renewal at all. Well, we got to go to the sheriff and fill out paperwork. We don't have to do class anymore.
Yep. All you have to do is when you renew, I think it's every 4 years, 3 years.
It's 5 years here.
5 now. Yeah. Whatever it is, you just go down to the sheriff's office, you do the application, and they call you when it's ready.
Yeah,
you don't have to do another course.
The initial is like $90, and the renewal I think is $75.
75 somewhere there.
Yeah. Now here, you got to keep calling them because they'll drag their feet. But you don't have to do
good. My county is actually really damn good. I'm sorry to say, it really is a good county. The sheriff has it going on.
Well, good. Heck yeah. Renewal every 5 years in Vegas. Yep, there you go. Yep. Okay, back to silver, guys. I'm sorry.
We love guns too.
Yeah, we're all about silver and pew pews, and then silver pew pews. I've got a couple silver bullets around here somewhere. All right, dude. Out of everything other than the pirate, what's in the last couple of weeks? What's your favorite piece that you picked up?
Oh, probably that gold sovereign. I would think that gold sovereign.
What year was that one?
That was a 2003.
It was a proof. You found one.
It was a proof. Proof gold sovereign. NGC slab.
That's nice.
I love it. I love it. And my other favorite would be the 1878 San Francisco Morgan slab. Beautiful. I had to have one slab. I don't buy slab Morgans usually, but I wanted one from 1870. I wanted the first ones. I wanted one from 1878. Because that was the first one.
Yeah. The
rest of them are raw and they go in the album. So what about you? You picked up quite a bit. What about you?
Oh, right now I'd have to say probably for this past week, my favorite's probably going to be that D-Day. I've got it right here.
Say. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Right there.
Yep, that's a good one. I like that.
It's a great looking coin, it's a round. And again, I picked this up in the generic bin. But when I saw them, they had more than one. That's why I called you. I was like, dude, do you need one of these? But yeah, that's a cool one. And it is a coin. So yeah, that one out of mine for this week, that's probably my favorite. Now my favorite that actually I have this week is going to be this Una and the Lion. This was sent to me by Michael Stacking.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't have any of the Una and the Lion. This the first one or the second one. I've always wanted one, but
so that was the second one, right? Yeah, that's the second.
Yeah,
one.
That's the second one. Yeah,
I bought that one in the 10 ounce. I loved it.
Yep. That's a real beautiful piece. These Una and the Lions, man, that's like little pieces of artwork right there.
And they've done nothing but go up in value. They've definitely held on to their value and gone up. The
original ones are up like $80 to $100 depending on where you get them. It's crazy.
For 1 ounce or 10 ounce?
For the 1 ounce.
Oh yeah, 1 ounce for sure. The 10 ounce are almost 500 now.
Yeah,
they're selling anywhere from 450 to five and change.
Hey, dude, he said your dog kind of looks like you.
No, she's cuter.
This is I have the 10 ounce Una and the Lion along with the 1 ounce. Hey, 210, what's up? And we got to do something when you come down here again. We got to plan everything out because 210 lives in Richmond.
Okay.
So we need to do something in the Virginia Beach area, kind of in the middle.
I don't know if you can see Big Boy here. He says hello.
There he is.
Big Boy says hello. Say hey, Jaeger. Say hey, Yags. Got both the dogs tonight.
Hey, they're in love with you, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. Oh, God.
Yes,
now I'm all washed out.
When that happens, yeah, I put my hand in front of it. We'll wait for it to refocus, and usually it'll clear it up.
It's trying. It's working on it.
We got to get you some indirect lighting.
There it is.
Let's see. I think the Trump silver are going to do well. There are so many Trump silver coins now. It is insane. And just this past week, I've probably seen 5 different ones.
Well, you knew that was coming. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. These designers these generic designers, and they're always going to find a theme that sells. That's what they do.
Yeah, they're running off the trends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've got one out here.
And as crappy as that situation was, it was a moment in history. So
that's right. Big Blind says you got good looking pups.
Thank you. They're good dogs. They really are good dogs. I'm very fortunate.
AMTV, when you said you may be going to Virginia Beach Sunday and Monday, are you talking about this coming Sunday and Monday? Because I will be in Virginia Beach Monday. Yep.
Sounds like another meetup.
Yeah, we could hook up and go have some lunch or something. It's these good-looking pups, especially after they kill him. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, yeah, AMTV. if you want to hook up for some lunch or something, just let me know. I'll be happy to. Oh, it's your daughter's birthday, 8th birthday. Well, yeah, I'm not going to interrupt that. She wants to go to the beach. I'm going to use my wife's nail polish to put a little red on my Trump rounds. Now, look, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with a Trump round where he's doing that with a flag behind him.
Oh, they've already got the pose. They've already got that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't put that on a
that
coin.
Picture. Unfortunately, that picture is going to be iconic throughout history.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He knew it. He knew it when he did it. He knew damn well that it was going to be an iconic moment. He's lucky. I mean, if he had just sneezed and gone a little bit, half an inch?
Yeah.
Gone. See you later. We're not even having this conversation. But the guy, and I hate to say it, and I'm not. The guy's mistake, the kid's mistake. If you're going to take somebody out, and we were taught this from day one in the Marines, you don't go for the headshot. That's the glory shot. You don't do that. You go center mass.
Aim small, miss small.
Center mass. I mean, this guy was going for the glory shot, and it caught. He missed. So lucky for Trump, he missed anyway.
Yeah, El says God was with him. Yeah, he had God and angels around him that day.
God wasn't the firefighter that got killed, but
AMTB wants to know how much trouble he'd get in with his wife if he caught up with me on Monday.
Well, if you're not female, so probably none.
Let's see. There was a second shooter. He was one that shot. I didn't know. I haven't looked at the news here in the last few days. I did hear there was.
I didn't hear about that.
There was possible multiple shooters, but I haven't seen anything about it. I see. I thought if they overloaded so many rounds or coins of one thing, it would decrease the value. Well, when it comes to minting coins and stuff, just like, for instance, the Liberty and Britannia that I just bought, the mintage on that I think was 75,000 from the U.S. Mint. That's considered a low mintage.
Anything under 100,000 is kind of like a low mintage.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to. For it to be considered rare, you don't have to be, 1,000. That would be, for me, that would be ultra rare. But yeah, limited mintage, you don't even have to be under 50,000 to be ultra rare. 10,000.
No, because even some of the Scottsdale EC8 stuff, they're limited to like 10,000, anywhere from 10 to 25,000. There's absolutely zero resale on them. Despite that limited, you're lucky to get a little bit over spot on that, believe it or not.
What's up, Stack That Gold? The truth will come out. It always does eventually. Have you ever bought the 5-ounce Roaring Lion coin, mintage 1,000?
No, but I've seen it.
Okay. This one here that I picked up, the True Series one, is that the one you're talking about? Because when I bought this, they had a 5-ounce version of this, and I could have got it at 32 an ounce, but I was saving the money for our visit for the weekend, so I didn't buy it. STG is a night out. Yeah, he seems to be.
Yes, so I can't get to bed before midnight, and I'm usually up by 6.
That's about my hours. I'm usually laid down and out by 12, and my alarms start going off around 5:30, somewhere in the neighborhood, and I'm up and moving by 7. I'm out the door by 8.
Yeah, I was on the road to the coast yesterday. I'm local today, and I was local today and tomorrow. Friday, I'm local. I'm not doing anything. I'm gonna work a half day, and that's it. Go to my staff meeting, call it a day.
I didn't even know you had local stuff. I thought all your stuff was out on the coast.
Yeah, I got 2 on the coast, 1 near the Outer Banks, and the rest I have 2 more in Raleigh, 3 in Raleigh.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
So unfortunately, it's a lot of space and distance, so I do a lot of driving.
You put in a lot of driving like I do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kraken, it's all right. Ask away on your questions, brother.
We didn't get any responses to our posts. So.
Yeah, we both put up posts because we wanted to do a Q&A, and but we both put up posts on our community pages to get questions from everybody. But we ended up not getting a single not just no questions, a single comment on either post.
I think people like their chats to be organic, just flow,
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
scripted or anything like that.
STG likes dropping videos at 2:97 in the morning.
STG, yeah, okay.
Stack that gold, yeah.
Because we got an SGT, so I was thinking, wait a minute, which one?
See,
I haven't talked to SGT in a while. I don't know what he's doing. He's been busy.
He did something the other day. Well,
Yeah.
no, they had the auction and whatnot too long. It's been right here recently. So I know they always get deep into that, and they do that twice a year, right?
Yeah, but he has a lot of mini auctions too. So,
and he was down in Florida for vacation here recently.
Yep.
So, but I know you and him are pretty tight, aren't you?
Yeah, he's a Marine brother. It's funny. I mean, you don't even have to know somebody as long as you say, "Yep, I was a Marine." Okay, we're good.
Selling things. Vegas Stacker's asking, would he be able to sell a couple of 83 Englehards? Yeah, you can. There's always buyers for stuff at the show, but you generally something like that, you're probably going to get maybe spot or something for them. So if you want to make any premium, you're better off on the secondary market.
Well, honestly, I would trade before I sold, unless you need the money.
Yeah.
Because you're just not going to get. Prospectors should be 5 over spot minimum, if not, depending on the year.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go less than 5 over spot. But you're not going to get that at a show. They're not going to pay you that. They'll go $1 over spot, maybe spot. Maybe they're going to call it generic silver.
Yeah, and at the same time, they're at the show, so they're looking. If they buy it, they want to sell it before they leave.
Yeah, I think you're better off trading it instead of trying to sell it.
Well, that's what he said. He's looking at. That's what he just says. I'm looking to trade. You'll have better luck doing the trade.
Yep, agreed. That's what I would do. You get more bang for your buck like that. Selling is a losing proposition at a coin show, unless it's something completely rare. Even gold. I mean, they're not. I saw them buying gold over at the last big show. They were, a little bit over spot price for gold. I'm like, now if gold spot is up, then that's one thing. But if it's down, I'd be holding.
Well, it's back up over 2,400 right now, I think.
And that's where it stayed. It's been staying right around that. Yep, 2,400. Looking to trade. Yeah, that's the best way to go. Stack that gold. SGT is a what? He's a Marine.
So what are you in the hunt for now?
Whatever strikes me. Nothing. I don't even carry a list anymore. OTG unsub from the channel. Vegas, he unsub from Vegas's channel because it doesn't stack junk silver. OTG, you're gonna like my video for tomorrow night then, if you like 90%. I've got a 90% video coming tomorrow.
MTV says my brother grabbed me a 1847 large set that came out of a car wash vacuum. I sent pics to you just now. Oh hell! All right.
Did somebody vacuum their horse back in the 1800s or what? What happened?
Let's see. Switch accounts. And let's go check it out. What in the world? Hold on. I got all kinds of stuff opening up at the same time. Messages.
Vegas, that's always the way to go. If you've got a target goal in mind for silver weight, you should always stack that first instead of collectibles. Or you can do what I did. If you just have to have it, just stack weight, but pick up a collectible here and there, but don't focus on collectibles. And when you hit your weight goal, buy whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, that large cent's not in all that bad a shape compared to a lot of them I've seen.
They all seem to have dings on the rim.
Yep. So yeah, that's not bad at all. I'd love to have something like, or find something like that. He said he got it out of a vacuum machine. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, that's awesome, man. It
Yeah,
says just
SCT is a
coming.
good guy. He's a good dude.
Looking to trade and start stacking weight instead of collectibles. Plus, I think I shouldn't hoard it if someone else needs it for their collection. Well, everybody's going to look at that a little bit differently. It's just like about a year ago, I did a video, and I need to do an updated version of it, but I did. Sorry, I think it was for my 500 subscriber giveaway, and I did a thing for other channels. If y'all wanted to have your own channel, I mean their own giveaway, then they needed to make a video with their number one tip for new stackers. And then I made a big collage of those as one videos. But I don't know if y'all know who he is, but a guy named Don't Ask, he put out one, and I really, really agree. His thing for all stackers, beginning stackers, is everybody always says stack what you like. But he thinks it's a good idea for stack some stuff that you don't like. And that way, when you do need to sell or you do have an emergency, you've got something that's easy to let go of.
You don't want to get attached to your silver. That's a big issue.
Yep.
Which is why I always stack generics, because my not going to miss you.
My thing is, I'm always digging into junk bins and what do you call it? Generic bins and such. But for some reason, I'm always looking for something I don't already have. So most of my stuff, I have singles of each one. I really don't care if I have an emergency. I'm okay with letting them go. But a lot of folks, they're going to be like, "Oh, I don't want to mess up the collection," and so that's why a lot of folks will buy like the buffaloes and stuff like that, because they're so easy to let go of. So if you have a hard time letting go of stuff, then I would have a stack of stuff that's your keeper forever, and your stack of stuff that's okay. This is the stuff I really don't care about. And
speak of the devil, Liberty just checked in. How about that?
Oh, there he is. He says, I remember that video, and I just suggested Don't Ask to someone who needs silver port. Hey, what's going on, Liberty Bleeds? Liberty has been busy over the last several months. His channel's growing like crazy. He's doing lots of live streams and lots of stuff on Instagram recently. Yeah, he's been killing it. Let's see, AMTV. I have a bad taste for high premium.
You and me both. Trying so hard not to get into it, but like I said, once I hit my weight goal, I was like, screw it. I want to buy all the stuff I've been drooling over the past several years.
There you go. Silver and Cigars, what's going on?
There he is. What's up?
It says deep and shallow stacks. Yeah, everybody's got a deep stack and a shallow stack. 100%.
I still have all those bars, those guardhouse boxes of 1 ounce bars that I stacked. I keep 2 of them.
I was using the 25 count boxes, and I bought a 50 count box, and I emptied those into the 50 count box. So I've got my 2 singles to start filling again.
Yep.
I got to do a video on that, because I've got like 5 or 6 of them to go into the new box. So I gotta do a video on that soon.
I always buy the 50 guardhouse boxes. Gives me something to shoot for, and I always get I put them in capsules for what the hell, because I can get a good price on them on Amazon. So I do encapsulate my 1 ounce silver bars. I
encapsulate everything. If it fits in a capsule, I'm putting it in one.
I don't do my
except I don't do my constitutional.
What? No, but I do put those in plastic tubes. So
yeah. So
it's kind of like encapsulating, but not really. What was I going to say? I used to encapsulate everything. Finally, I was like, this is ridiculous. So all the government back stuff now goes in tubes. The shipping tubes. They stay in their own tubes. And even generic, I've stopped doing all that. That just goes in a generic tube. So it's just easier to store.
It makes it a whole lot easier, and it just makes them, for me, I just like to know that my stuff, when it goes in there, it's going to be in the same condition it was when I put it in, if I ever take it out. It's pretty,
my 10 ounce bars, all my 10 ounce bars get a capsule. Every last one. As long as it's not one of the odd sizes.
I've only got 1 10 ounce bar.
They're my favorite. I love them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. One of my better videos, as a matter of fact, was about 10 ounce silver bars. They're popular.
He says he'll be back when he finishes his carnitas tacos, but we might not be here that long. We're about to hit an hour already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Everybody's saying what's up and hello. Garbage. Can drugs used to be good? Okay. That one's got me a little bit. Garbage can drugs used to be good. That's I don't understand that one, but okay.
OTG is on his he's on a wavelength of his own.
There you go. They said if he said 50 cal. Have you seen those silver 50 caliber bullets?
Yep.
They're like
I wouldn't
10
buy
ounces,
one.
I think.
Yeah.
If I can get one at the same price as a 10-ounce bar, I would jump all over it.
I think they are 10 ounces, right? Roughly.
Yeah, the 50 cals are. I'd like to get one of each caliber. I've got a 45, I've got a 9, I've got a 7.62 and a 5.56. But I'd like to get one of each. That would be an awesome set to put together.
Hell, pour your own.
You know, that's a good idea. I didn't
Just
even
do your
think
own,
about
buddy.
That's a good idea.
Throw them in the damn sand and go for it.
See, you're killing me, Smalls. Dude, you eat a whole taco in 4 bites? Wow, that's a little taco.
Yeah, I got
Or
heartburn.
you take 4 big bites. Oh, dude, my favorite thing in the world is Mexican food.
Mhm.
I could eat every day if I could afford it. In fact, that's what we had for lunch today.
That's funny. I'm 100% Italian, and I couldn't eat Italian every day. I can promise you that. I'd have heartburn.
I like Italian, and I generally don't have much of a heartburn problem, but I can overdo it with Italian.
We all can. All the food. When I got up north, man, I feel like that's all I did. I just eaten all the food that I can't get down here. The bakery.
300 blackout silver would be cool. Well, Vegas, go ahead and pour you one, man. Liberty Bleeds, he pours copper, right? Is he still pouring? Liberty, are you still pouring, dude? MSJ, think you'll ever do your own live auction? If to answer it right now, I'd probably say no, but we don't know what the future holds. And it's mainly just because I tend to buy my silver and I don't want to sell it.
That's the thing. I don't have anything to sell, so
Now, of course, I mean, you can always. A lot of the guys that do the auctions, they actually go to buy stuff specifically to resell it in their auctions. But I haven't gotten to that point. Maybe when I get to maybe 1,000 ounces or something like that, maybe I might start buying stuff specifically. But I don't have any interest in it right now. But we'll see what the future holds.
It's kind of a pain when you think about it, because you got to do the auction, you've got to pack up everything, you got to ship it all off, and I just don't have that much time.
That's just right there. So I don't have the time. I work a weird schedule at work. I leave here at 8 in the morning. I usually get home at 9 or 10 at night. I don't have it. My free time is a big fat goose egg, because I work so much on my days that I do work. My days off is crammed with everything else. So I just don't have a lot of free time.
Yeah, tonight I should be working on the book, but I keep putting it off. I finally did get started.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, are we doing a chat tonight?" Oh, okay. Gives me an excuse not to work on the book.
There you go.
I got to get that done. I have to get that done.
I thought you were going to do it. I thought you were going to do it the other day.
Oh no, I've started. I've definitely started. But it's a long process. I'll be lucky to get it out by October.
Holy crap. Liberty says that he did purchase for. I do remember you pouring those copper rabbits. I just didn't know if you were still messing with anything. Let's see, going to get a small crucibles with map gas and torch, and a hose to pour small silver. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I need to get an oxygen machine. These little jars or these little canisters of oxygen for torches, you can go through them in one pour. They'll empty it out so fast. So
especially if you're using copper, takes forever to melt.
Yeah, but using I've done small pours with my furnace, and a lot of the times the silver comes out of it so fast that it'll hit the crucible and some of it comes out. But if you use like the small melting dishes, you don't have that problem. So you have to melt that with an open flame. So I bought the torch and everything, but I gotta get an oxygen machine. They're like $500 though. Cool. So that's slowly save up until I can get one kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Finally, LBS, you saw me. Like I said, I'm not in Vegas. I know Technical's been to Vegas. Let's see. We'll go on after. Thank you, OC Stacker. Will go on after dinner. Okay. So what's your next pour that you're going to do?
Let me see. I have to get these tetradrachms done. Remember those, right?
Oh yeah, McDonald Bullion in the chat. What's going on, dude? How you doing?
I don't know if you can see that, but
yeah, I can see it.
So I have to do these tetradrachm.
Did you pour that one already?
I haven't tried it yet, but it's going to be a sand cast.
Oh, there's a guy on Etsy that selling molds to make those as well.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Graphite molds.
I'm going to do a pour for this one.
That's freaking awesome. That's going to be a 10-ounce bar.
No, I think it'll be about 4. And then one more. I've got one more here on the schedule. I don't know if you can see it.
Lion King. Okay.
Yeah. My coin shop wanted this one.
Now, what is that made of there?
That's pewter.
That's what I was thinking. It's probably pewter.
It's from Disneyland, or whatever the Disney is down in Florida.
Disney World in Florida, yeah.
Yeah. So it's pewter, but it's going to make a hell of a sand cast. Be perfect.
Look forward to seeing the outcome.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do it in sterling first. See how it comes out.
I reached out to Silverpunk about 2 weeks ago about him possibly doing a 3D print for me to do some sand casting, and he said he'll do that. So I got to get that set up. That's going to be pretty neat. I wish I had a 3D thing, but the problem is it's just something else to learn, something else to keep up with. I got too much as it is. I don't need to start on a new project.
Yeah, I got enough. I've got enough going on. Enough side projects.
He said you should do a chicka pour. Figure out how to spell that.
That's his favorite part after all my videos, because I put the same thing in. I always get the chicka chicka. I love that freaking movie, dude. That movie was phenomenal.
What, Ferris Bueller?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Hey, you got my picture earlier from Sticker Mule, right?
Which one?
It's showing you my Sticker Mule stickers.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, I didn't know you had that many.
Y'all know that when you order from Sticker Mule, they send you, they send you the little proofs and stuff like this of stuff that you ordered, but then they send you the little mules. And I was cleaning out my drawer today, and I got to see that I've made too many orders from Sticker Mule.
So I don't know if you guys can see this, but what was that? Custom Ink is doing one of my T-shirts for me. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh crap! That's what I was supposed to do today was order that T-shirt, and I forgot.
You can't really see it because of the glare.
You're killing me, Smalls.
That's the back. As terrible as it looks on, and then it's got the little logo on the front.
Email it to me, and I'll pull it up here on the screen.
It's okay. I'd have to send them to you. But yeah, that wasn't Custom Ink is not cheap for one custom shirt. It's like $40 plus free. It's free shipping, but $40 for a T-shirt. But it's custom. You get what you want on it.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. AMTV, yes. Sticker Mule. You order 50, you'll get anywhere between 50 and 55 usually. I've gotten as much as 58 one time. Yep.
So that's my Coin Show T-shirt from now on. Once it gets here,
I've got to get one made. I thought that was a great idea. And so you got it on the front and on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah!
Advertise the channel. I was going to put something on the sleeve too, but I think that was another $10. I was like, I got enough.
Mule sauce.
It's not hot enough.
I haven't tried it. They gave me a whole jar, and I gave that to my nephew. And every time I get these, I give them to my nephew because he's addicted to them.
Yeah, I like the steaming hot sauce. I don't like the. It's not bad. It's got kick to it.
Next time I have some, I don't eat hot sauce a lot unless I'm eating barbecue, pulled pork barbecue. I've got to have hot sauce. And so I need to have some of that so I can try this stuff. Yes, sir.
I get a lot of mine on Amazon. There's all kinds of hot sauces on Amazon.
Yeah. You
For
can get some stuff like
hot
that, it'll
peppers,
light you up.
well, for hot peppers, my limit right now is probably habanero.
Yeah.
I've gone up to ghost pepper. Didn't like it. It was just too much. I can handle heat, but those jolokia, no.
My son, his fiance, her father raises hot peppers. He crossbreeds, and he just likes to get them hotter and hotter and hotter. He's got one now that's hotter than a Reaper.
Well, I tried the Reaper. I probably won't be doing that again.
We got my son on video trying a Reaper, a little tiny one, and he'll never do that again.
The Reaper was rough. That was rough. Canadian Silver Seeker, what's up? How you doing?
Well, hey, what's going on, eh? How you doing, man? He says, I'm afraid to mention the lasagna my wife made last night in front of Saw. It was good to me. Dude, I love some good lasagna. Oh, love it.
Oh, that's on next time you guys come down. That's what I'm making.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll be over tomorrow.
So the next meetup at my house, it'll be lasagna day.
We got to plan that weekday meetup, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nickel stacking. What's going on?
Basketball Guru Auction Pro Music. That's a mouthful.
What's
Nickel, up, Nickel?
Yes, sir. How many shops are actually in your area?
1, 2, 3.
I know of like 5 up there,
4,
but I'm sure there's more.
5 that I know of. Some in Fayetteville. None where I live. Believe it or not, nothing but pawn shops where I am. No actual coin shops. There's one, but he's only a buyer. He just buys. He doesn't want to sell anything.
Oh wow!
So I don't even waste my time with him.
What's up, OC Stacker? Nickel Stacking's been a mod on my channel for well over a year. He was at my very first live stream, and he got made a mod. I do believe it was my very first live stream.
I don't even think I'm a mod on your live streams.
I don't know. Type something in the chat. We'll find out.
Let's see.
Let's see, MSJ, can I get the info on the molds of the owl? I'll have to look it up. It's on Etsy, but we can look it up and send you a link.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that. It's asking me to sign in.
Nickel should change his name to Nickel, not Nickel and Oral. Look at my balls. Oh, God. What'd you say, brother?
Stacking says, where can I get the info on the molds of the owl of Alf?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about a second ago.
Oh.
I saw that part. Settings. I could check right here and see if you are a mod.
The Owl of Athena. I mean, I have several. You can get them on Etsy, believe it or not. Not Etsy. Etsy or
yes.
Temu.
You are on as a managing moderator for my channel.
I feel so special.
My managing moderators, you and Chuck are both managing moderators. And Thule, of course.
I was going to say, you have to have Thule on there.
Yep. And then Don't Ask is also, and what is his? Oh, by the way, thank you very much for the GAW, MSJ. Loved it. I was wondering if it made it to you. Every time I send something out, I'm always wondering if it makes it. And I sent that a little while ago, so I'm glad you got it.
Al, have a great night. Enjoy dinner. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you. As always, it's great to see you. Have a great one. Enjoy your meal. Hey, I heard y'all talking about crypto a few times. Anyone have any Atom? I have some crypto. I don't pay attention to crypto. I did for a little while before I paid any attention to silver. And in the end, I lost pretty much everything I had in it because I didn't know what I was doing. And then right before I bought silver, I put like $1,100 back into crypto, and I haven't touched it since. And it went all the way up to 4,500, and it's pulled back. It's worth like 2,200 now, but I'm not going to touch it. I'll see what it looks like when I turn 50. If I lose it all, I'll lose it all. If I don't, there we go.
I have a small amount of Bitcoin, a small amount of ETH. I've got a couple of altcoins, Algorand, a couple others. I haven't even looked at the crypto wallet in probably a better part of a year.
I looked at mine this morning. I look at it every couple of weeks, probably.
Well, I keep it up on my stock watch list. I keep all my coins on there just so I can at least see what they're doing.
Yep. And like I said, mine, I'm not going to add anything to it. I'm not going to take anything out.
No.
If I lose it all, I lose it all. I'm just going to ignore it. And when I'm about ready to retire, we'll see what's there. If it turns into something, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
That's how I'm looking at it. I should have sold Algorand last 2 years ago. It peaked at like $3 a coin.
If I knew how to read the charts correctly, I should have sold all my stuff about 4 months ago and then bought back in, because it ran all the way up. I think my account hit like 4,800 before it did its pullback. But of course, I don't know how to read those charts properly, so I'm not even going to mess with it. Just let it do its own thing.
You got to know your charts with that stuff. That's for sure.
Yep. That's trying to play with not knowing what I was doing with the charts is how I screwed up the first time with it. And altogether, I probably lost $2,000, 2,500, something like that over the course of 2 years. And then at the end, I was like, you know what? I was going to put this in there. I'm not going to touch it anymore. And I haven't touched crypto since. I'm not going to.
Alkaline One, how you doing?
Some folks make a lot of money with it. Alkaline, what's up, man?
Yeah. It's one of those cases of had I known.
Yep. Hindsight's 2020 is what they say, right?
Even if you had money to burn, even when Bitcoin dropped down to like under 20,000, if you had about 40,000 laying around to buy 2 coins, you could have made out.
Yeah.
Because it's back up to what, 70 something?
It was 67 today. Yeah. When Bitcoin first started to come out and people were starting to hear about it, someone, hey, Cranky Stacker, what's up? A buddy of mine came up to me and he was like, dude, we're going to start mining this cryptocurrency. And I was just like everybody else, like, dude, you're a damn fool. I mean, I could have got in it when it was first started. But hey, it is what it is.
It's a lot to get. A lot of people that buy it don't even understand it.
Canadian Silver Seeker.
Ask them to explain a blockchain. They're like, oh, what?
Yeah.
Blockchain.
Most folks have no clue about it. And that's if you don't know anything about it, just leave it alone. Yeah.
See what happens.
Silver Seeker says, God, all the ounces of pot I bought instead of ounces of gold years ago. My friend told me in 2012 to buy it at like $4 a coin. I didn't listen. Now he's a crypto millionaire. Yep, there it is. Check Stacker, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for coming in, Papa Pie. People buy gold and only know it's shiny. Yeah, most folks. Absolutely.
Yeah. Tough time to get into gold now. Even China's pulled back a little bit. They were buying like crazy, and then we hit the all-time highs, and they slowed down.
Well, they switched to silver, but
they are buying silver. Yep.
I think they started firing back at gold again here recently, but I know they started going heavier in the silver this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the reasons silver shot up. Just one of the myriad reasons, anyway.
Well, it wasn't just them. They were even encouraging their citizens to buy silver.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, India is big in silver, so they're always buying it real heavy.
I think India is the leading buyer of silver, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they have it's a religious thing for them. It has something to do with their religion. And then some of the Oriental countries, I don't know which ones, but some of the Oriental countries, gold is a thing in their religion. So,
yep.
Yes, sir. He said Fed is going to cut rates, so gold and silver is going up.
We'll see.
that first rate cut is actually announced, it's going to start a big run. Yep.
And that's the other reason. They've been anticipating rate cuts now for how long? A couple of months? 3-4 months?
Well, at first they said they were going to do what, 5 this year, and they haven't had any yet. And now they're saying pretty much guaranteed one in September, but we'll wait and see. I'm sure on the political side of things, the Democratic side of things, they'll want a cut in September, but of course, Trump and them, they won't want it to be cut until after he's in office or if he gets elected. Because whenever it gets cut, the economy is going to look a lot nicer. So it's going to look good for whoever's in office.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
100%. Yep. He says, "You never know what China is going to do one day to the next." Nail on the head right there. Hillary versus Trump round 2. Let's see, from the check one to the cranky one. Hope you're having a nice evening. How's your evening doing so far? Just kind of chilled back and relaxed, ain't you? You had a late run for work.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, today was pretty chill. I mean, sometimes I've got to go out at night, but it's only to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, when you told me you had to go out there and do that, I was like, any off for the night?
Well, we promise our clients that we'll do off-hours visits. It's kind of part of our selling package. If they know they have a manager on site in the off
P's and
hours,
Q's.
it carries a lot of weight.
Yep.
And they love to hear that we've been out there checking on the operations. So it's a selling
Well, at the same time, anything surprise inspections and stuff like that, it just looks good anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always make sure they log it in their logs that I was there and what we did. And we have a program on our iPhones that we do like an inspection, and it sends it up to a master file. So our clients know we've been there, and I don't mind it. The problem is I had to do it before it got dark, because I've got that new paint on the front end.
Yeah.
You know what happens in North Carolina when the sun goes down? The bugs. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I'd have been splattered on my new paint. It's not even fully cured yet. It's going to take another 2 months.
Well, that's just the part of living in Carolina. You go through the swarms of those freaking bugs.
They will wreck your front end. So I can't drive the car at night, really. I'm trying to avoid it for the next 2 months.
Well, you should have kept that Cadillac.
Yeah, not what they were charging a day. That was a smooth ride up to New England, though. Oh my gosh, that thing was great.
Did they say anything about all the miles when you brought the car back?
They laughed because they checked it in. It was like, I put like $3,000 on that thing.
Yeah,
like 3,000 in what? Less than 3 weeks?
Something like that. But my car,
it's 1,000 miles a week.
2 weeks after I bought my car, I hit a goose, and it landed my car in the shop for 3 months. And I was using.
They got some beef to them.
My rental car that I was using, I was putting 1,000 miles a week on it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they were blown the freak away when I brought the car back. That's like, holy crap! We usually don't get this much in a year.
Yeah. Yeah, his eyes went a little bit wide when he was checking the odometer, but it's not my car.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's not my fault that my car's in the shop. I had some dingbat back up into me. It's her fault. God, I was so mad about that.
You will need to get them moped stacking. Let's see. I have a fun car. What kind of car? Oh, that's right. He's got a little muscle car. Snakebite does. Yes, sir. Dude, on the way back from the coin show from the get together this past Saturday, we passed. It had to have been a 69 Camaro 350. And we got a little bit of video and whatnot on it too. But dude, that car was gorgeous. Kraken he even put a video up on his short page. Yeah, but it was a gorgeous dude had completely restored it. Mint. That thing was nice.
Yeah. Well, the Challenger's almost paid for, but I'm not trading it. I'm gonna keep it.
You're gonna start over though.
I'll save up some money before I buy another one. Because I think about it, I mean, they're done making them.
You going Hellcat this time?
No Hellcat. No. Terrible on gas.
Well, they're all terrible on gas.
Well, the Hemis, the RTs aren't too bad. They're pretty good. If you're going on the highway, they're not bad.
Okay, what do you get on the highway?
In my Challenger?
Yeah.
Crap.
See? That's what I'm talking about.
I probably about 20 on the highway, 24-ish.
That's actually not that bad. I thought it was going to be like 15.
No, but once you get in the city, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
I agree. Nickel stacking Trump inheriting a mess. He'll have a lot on his plate in the beginning. Yeah, that's the way it works. Yes, sir. But anyway, it is what it is.
Yep. Well, damn, that hour went by quick. Hour and a half.
Hour and 15 minutes, yeah. But look, guys, we're both going to put a post up on our community pages. In fact, the posts are already there for us to do a Q&A. So y'all head on over there and put up any questions that y'all have for our next video or our next live stream. And we'll do a Q&A session as well. The next one will be on your channel, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
All right, which is going to be the 7th. So, yep.
Snakebite, that's right. You and I actually talked about our Challengers. Mine's just an RT. I don't know what I'm getting for the next one. I wouldn't mind a red eye, but geez, they're expensive.
That's about to say, yeah. You got to have some deep pockets.
And forget about the last edition, the 24. They made a special edition to go out in style. Forget that. They're like 100,000. I'm good. I'll just buy another. I may look for a Scat Pack myself for my next one. Just find something with low miles on it.
That's going to be the big thing, because cars like that, when somebody buys them, they drive them the way people think they drive them a lot of the time. So you're definitely going to want the low miles, so you know it hasn't been beat to death. I
got to say though, Challengers do hold their value on trade-ins. I had a red one before this one here, and it just 99,000 miles. I figured I was going to get like 5,000-6,000 on it. They ended up giving me 15 in trade. I was shocked.
Holy crap! I was
absolutely shocked. 15,000 in trade.
That's crazy, dude. Hell yeah!
So they hold their value, but we'll see. So yeah, 2 weeks on my channel. We'll hit another Wednesday live.
Absolutely. And maybe if we get enough questions, then we'll do a bit of a Q&A.
Oh, Big Blind, don't even get me started. Mopar don't go far. I've done nothing but put oil, gas, and tires in that car. I have not had one problem.
Hey, I've got a giant Jeep out in my garage that has 320,000 miles on it. Runs like a top. Gets 11 miles at a gallon, but it has never left me on the side of the road.
I've never broken down with either one of my Challengers. Never will. Now I ended up in a ditch, but that's a different story. Try to avoid a dog in the highway, and guess what? I end up paying the price.
My Jeep's been in the ditch, but I mean, I was just driving through, nothing.
You thought you were anyway.
But
personal questions permitted. Depends how personal you get.
Depends on how personal, yeah. 2,000 in tires.
Yeah, tell me about it. I didn't go quite that high, but it was pretty close.
I said the tires that are on my Jeep were a little over 1,600. And now your car, you're probably what, $1,200-$1,300 to put tires on your car?
Yeah, if not a little more. I'm probably right around about that. Depends what you put on it. Now with me doing so many miles on it, I was just throwing like Blackhawks on there. They're not as expensive. You get if I get 30,000 out of them, I'm happy. So
yeah, I gotta get some tires for my car now. I went and got my oil changed the other day, and they were like,
I just replaced the rears on mine. I looked in the back and I was like, Jesus, it looks like I've been smoking them.
That's the way it works, dude. Hey, next time we can have your image and whatnot correct how you want it behind you, and I'll get mine sorted out too.
Yep. Well, you get to see, you get to see my spare room.
Well, I can see your closet door, so that's good. Y'all can see my Fallout 76 poster right there. And see, I've got an 04 Wrangler all jacked up with 35s on it, and it still gets 11 miles a gallon. Mine is a 2004 Grand Cherokee with a big lift and 33-inch tires, snorkel, a working snorkel. The whole works up. Stack Attack seen it. It's pretty big when you consider it to be a Grand Cherokee. But I used to take it rock crawling up in the mountains. A lot of fun. Says, have a great night, y'all. Stay safe, shoot straight, and keep chatting. Stacking, y'all. Cranky, I really appreciate you stopping by, my friend. We're going to close this out in just a second, too. I got to pack things up for tomorrow so I can go to the work. I've got a 95 F-250 Lariat that gets 6 miles to the gallon. My very first car was a 73 Mustang, and it got 6 miles to the gallon. It was like 80 cents a gallon.
I had a Nissan Titan that I used to piddle around in. My God, 6 to 8 miles to the gallon.
Those Nissan V8s are horrible.
It's a big V8, and it had the tow package 4x4. That thing, you could sit and idle at a damn red light and watch the needle go down. Oh my God, it was terrible. I loved the truck though. The truck was phenomenal. That thing was a tank, man. You couldn't kill it.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. I know they're tough. They're just heavy and really bad on gas.
Terrible. I love the truck. I hated the gas mileage.
Big Blind says, tech for 25 years, bro. Love both of y'all. There you go. Appreciate it, my friend. Really do.
Thanks I appreciate everybody coming out and listening to us ramble.
Just a bit of a casual chit chat. We'll get something figured out and a little more structured on the next one. But I do like just having chit chats from time to time. It's good to just talk.
And the good thing is, I've seen a lot of streams where the chat is completely ignored, and I hate that. I really hate that. I think you have to involve your group. What fun is it? It's not, because what happens is they end up going off on their own tangents. It's like all you're giving them is a forum to chat amongst themselves.
Yeah.
So I've always made a point to kind of listen to the chat and look and pay attention to it. I don't know. It's no fun when you get ignored. Unless you're like, what's his name? Salivate Metal, where the chat is just moving so damn fast. I mean, you can't acknowledge it.
We got up to
is like it's a constant scroll.
Yeah, it depends on how many people's in the chat. I mean, when he
gets a bunch,
hundreds and hundreds of folks in the chat, and like him, he usually has 100 or more. You just can't keep it with the chat anymore.
I don't go to Dragons or Yankees lives, so I don't know what I'm sure they have even more.
Yeah, I'm one of Yankees moderators, and it's nothing for him to have upwards of 1,000 folks in chat, and it can be really, really difficult to keep up with.
Yeah, I really don't go to either one of their channels anymore. So
yeah,
nothing against them, not my preference.
All right, but I guess we're gonna call it a night, my friend. It's 10 o'clock over here on the East Coast. It's time to pack things up for work tomorrow.
Yep, I gotta drink my ice water and call it a night. I won't be in bed till midnight though.
No, well, I mean, I've got about an hour of cleanup and setting things up and or packing things up for tomorrow, and then I'll catch up on a few YouTube videos, and then I'll call it a night.
Well, that's what I have to finish my video for tomorrow. I want to get that done now.
I've got mine filmed and everything, and I usually edit it on Wednesday, but today I sat in my chair and fell asleep, and so I lost 4 hours of my day. So
you slept in that chair for 4 hours?
I sleep in that chair every day. I don't even own a bed, dude. I've been sleeping in a chair. Oh, it's been over 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, if I fall asleep in a chair, man, I'll feel it.
No, laying flat. I know we're supposed to be closing this out, but my ex-wife used to tell me she would have to wake me up in the middle of the night because I wasn't breathing. And I don't have that problem when I sleep sitting up. So I don't sleep sitting straight up, but yeah, that's why I started sleeping in a chair.
My ex-wife tried to choke me out with a pillow, but what are you gonna do? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I kid. She's a good girl. We just couldn't be married
for long.
Yeah, we did 11 years.
Oh, well, there you go. Had a good run. There you go.
It was a good run.
Yeah. He says, I sleep on a couch because I had a chihuahua. Okay. Great live. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
there you go. That's right, Snakebite.
We're done. I appreciate you guys, and hope to see you tomorrow. Catch me on my channel about 7:30 somewhere. I don't know.
Yep,
Probably
usually do about 7:30.
Yeah.
But I will set the reminder, my friend. I'll be there.
All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being here and listening to us ramble. And you guys are the best. Appreciate all of you.
Heck yeah. Thank you all for stopping out. And Stack Attack, thanks for joining me, my friend. It's always great to chat.
Thanks for the invite, MSJ. We'll see you.
All right. Y'all have a great night. Take care.
Night, everybody.